What is up, everyone? Boston, you are muted. There we go. Awesome. Well, it's good to be back. It's been 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks
Has
since
it
we did
really?
Arise and Fall.
Oh, that's
Um,
wild.
but if you are a member on our channel, we have been doing content throughout, except for this last week because
Whew.
can't even tell you the countless hours that we have been preparing and doing rewrites
It's
and
been busy.
we've been getting the show, like taking the time to go, and for the show that I'm talking about is the advanced treatment remote show that a lot of people here watching are going to be getting a chance to take part of. We've been kind of fine tuning and fixing little things that we were bothered with in past versions and kind of just tightening it all up, and it's going to be a wild ride, and that starts on Monday.
Yeah.
So we will be MIA next week. When we do a show, me and Boston really stay in character so we don't respond to messages. Don't get offended if within this week coming up that if you write to us, if we don't answer, we will get back to you as soon as the show run ends on Saturday the 10th. And then we will be back full swing. All
Yes.
stuff McKamey Manor, Roadtrip, the Real Talk, Loyal2Doyle. We got a bunch of stuff planned, working on new things that are exciting and coming up. So I don't know about you. Last few days, in between writing and that, I have to have these like little palate cleansers where I try to catch some sort of video on TikTok or YouTube, like a YouTube short, something like that. But I saw this artist that does these drawings, right? And he's supposedly one of the best artists of our times. And it's not that he's making like Picasso's or like abstract art. No. He can draw two images at the same time with one hand. So he has this like contraption that he built with two different pens on either end. And how he turns it, he makes lines almost like a printer.
Yeah. I've
And
seen, well, I've seen
it's
this
insane.
before. Like other people do that. A similar technique. You'll have to send it to me because the greatest artist of all time or of our
Our
time.
time. Our time.
Do you not know his name?
I don't. I
Oh.
wasn't that invested, but it
The
was
greatest
really.
artist of our time, everybody. And Chris is
I
like, didn't think to look up the name
it
or
was
anything.
it was a
Um,
YouTube short. I mean, I had
yeah.
about a minute to really like it, and it was crazy stuff that I saw.
Hmm.
We got
You
some
have to
people. Do
send
you
it to
want to do
me.
some shout outs?
Yes, I definitely want to do some shout outs. And then I see a very special name in comments here. Welcome everybody. And I'm sorry we're a few minutes late. It's always my fault. Hashtag blame Boston. Hillary, John, Brienne. We got Stacy, Philip, Lindsay, Gabby. And I'm sorry, I always say Joanne, but I believe it's Joni.
It's Joni.
Okay. I always say that wrong.
Come
Luke,
on.
um, that guy, and I'm sure I've missed a few, but I just want to highlight this name. See if anyone maybe recognizes it.
Well, why don't
Because if
you?
you don't,
Yeah, introduce.
I'd like to introduce this person to the chat with you all. Amy will be in the chat box tonight for hopefully as long as she can stay. She is not a night owl like myself. But Amy is sadly, yes, close Luke. She is sadly a victim of McKamey Manor from 2014. And I like to use the word survivor, not victim. But she went through 2014, Luke, not 2015. In fact, it was December 6th of 2014. And that is the tour that we're going to... Not a tour. Sorry, Brandon. I
Not
like... Do you see I flinch every time?
a.
I say it now, but her tour, not a tour, was December 6th of 2014. We have been talking for quite some time, and unfortunately, just between my schedule, Chris's schedule, Josh, Brandon, Amy's schedule, we haven't been able to lock down a time where we could do the the pre-phone interview or like a pre-recorded interview. So we're gonna watch her tour tonight, and she will be in chat to hopefully answer any questions. But please don't bombard her all at once with with all of your questions. And if we have any specific questions and she's around, we'll say, Amy, you still here? Do you care to comment on this? Now, she's a very interesting person in the history of because she actually was one of the few from back in these early extreme haunt days who spoke out against McKamey Manor to the press. And that's a whole story in itself. So I am in contact with Amy. Josh is in contact with her as well. And I told her after tonight, hopefully, we will find time to at least get on like a quick phone interview, and we can do some Q&As, correct anything that maybe we get wrong tonight. Anything that she remembers. Yeah, I know. Feel better. She's not feeling well tonight either. But we totally understand and respect all the time that you have. I'll stop blabbing so that Chris can talk and we can get on with it. But respect all the time that you have tonight to stay with us here. And thank you. Just a reminder to everybody in chat, please be respectful.
So, yeah, I mean, with that, this video is about 40 some minutes long. And with the amount of times that we pause and talk, I'm sure it'll be about 3.5. So we should probably dive in and start watching and critiquing. So
yes. Oh, something I want to point out before we start.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed right away, it's another really interesting thing when you watch this show. We've seen glimpses of him so far, but there's some like full body, very clear shots of the director of Haunters filming for that documentary. This. So I'm interested to hear more about that dynamic from Amy's perspective as well.
Very cool. All right. So let's start out.
Hey everybody, this is Russ coming in.
What it is nowadays. And you are beautiful, by the way.
Let us out! Let us out here, boss! Let us out!
Is this one of our first glimpses of the red van?
Yes. This may be the first time we've seen the red van used.
And at this point, is all the actors finally on board?
But there are some tours we have skipped.
Yes.
This is the first time on this series we've seen the
red van.
And it is December, so at this point we know we've got, we have Dallas, Nick Baldwin, Ryan, Steve.
Amy was a bit of a tough girl. We like
already, huh?
Oh.
Laughing already, huh?
What's your name?
Keep laughing, Tweety Bird.
Amy.
Keep
Okay.
laughing. Keep laughing.
I will.
Oh, you will.
I love you guys.
Oh, you love us.
she never personally reached out to Russ or Carol.
So I would assume that means that you went through like just the regular sign up process back that I don't know what it was like in 2014. So it's, you said 6 weeks from joining New Reservations group. So it was a Facebook group called New Reservations, to getting called as a backup. So you were a backup to somebody who probably, well, and again, were you a backup to somebody? Because that is also something that Russ tells people all the time, like, oh, last minute fill-in spot, you know?
This house is a former survivor's home. They changed it from the park down the street. Interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Not yet.
You're gonna be learning some manners tonight. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Say
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
No, you're gonna only refer to it.
Hey,
as
Jessica,
yes, sir.
keep shaking
No,
over
sir.
there.
Yes, ma'am. No, man. Do you understand me?
Look at that. It's Nick Baldwin
that's-
talking.
Yep, and you can see the director,
Yep.
John,
Tweety
what's his
Bird.
last name?
I think
From-
it's Snitzer.
Haunters Art of the Scare. John
Yeah.
Schnitz.
Get on the ground. Stop.
Schnitzer.
Get them up. Get up. Get close together. Tell everybody in Vegas why you're here.
Because we want to experience McKamey Manor.
Amy?
McKamey Manor.
But no,
Don't bite me.
Sorry.
Don't bite me.
Sorry what?
Sorry, sir.
Tell everybody in Vegas why you're
That would
here.
be my first
Amy.
instinct too. If someone put their
Because I
finger in my
want to
mouth.
experience McKamey Manor.
You want to experience McKamey Manor?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on.
So we're seeing through John's camera at this point.
I'm pretty sure that I could be wrong, but based on conversations I've had with Mercedes, the one dragging her, I believe, is Dallas.
Yeah,
Could
that
be wrong.
track.
How about a cheap?
Did you see Amy's comment?
Oh, okay.
There were two people flying in, Jess and another woman, but when the woman stopped responding an hour. Okay. So Jess that's going through this, you can find a lot of his pictures in that, especially in the last set of actor group photos that I dropped from their group, where you see the head trauma done to him because he had fractal like in his orbital area. So he definitely.
Mr. Green, the green face is Steve Fox.
Okay.
Green face mask. Green face mask or green hoodie. So we just watched. That was our last episode. Was
Steve and Nick
Fox and Nick Baldwin. So yeah, that, and I believe that was in November episode.
All right.
Stand up.
Hey,
2014, December 6th, 2014.
You do too. Have a problem with you? You made a bad decision coming here.
What's wrong with your finger?
I know.
You're fine.
Don't worry about it.
We're good.
Get down.
Oh, that does look like him, actually. The one dragging me now. Yeah, that does look like Steve. Interesting. I always thought he wasn't one of the more aggressive.
No, I'm laughing at me being not limber enough.
Oh,
Shut up.
wow.
There you go. You're up there. Nice.
That looked like at first it was a slap, but then the second one looked like closed. So that's, there we go. We know exactly who it is. Oh,
Shut up.
That's hard. Yeah.
okay.
Bring it over.
There you go.
You're up there.
Nice.
And I'm so sorry, Amy. I know
Get up there.
Stand up.
this cannot be easy for
Worst
you
mistake of her
rewatching.
life right here.
Now you all ours.
Sweetie bird. I saw a big problem with
Take this.
Oh, there we go. Now the doors are closed.
If you
Doors.
do you want to pause it?
Mhm.
Amy, like we've talked about before, if this is too difficult for you to watch, you know, having you here to answer questions is amazing. But if you need to leave, we completely understand. Totally understandable. Please do not stay just to answer questions. We will happily write up questions that we come up with, and we can do
We can do a post in the group.
we'll do a phone call with you, like a post interview. We'll find a time that will actually work for all of us. We'll do a phone call and just ask you questions so you don't have to re-see it.
Yeah.
Totally understandable.
Yep.
She saw smiling. This is gonna be the worst 7 hours of your life. Actually, you guys won't even make it 7 hours. You're gonna make it barely 3. I give you guys 3 hours each. What do you think of that, Sweetie Bird?
Just had to be removed in less than 3 minutes.
Okay, can you pause it?
Yeah.
Because I am going to write that down. So in less than 3 minutes, those injuries happened to him?
Right.
Okay, so Jess, and why did he have to be removed? Had to be removed.
And in those screenshots, they talk about it
Mhm.
and talk about the bruising and talk about the cuts in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So all that stuff's going to happen in the next 3 minutes.
Apparently. And then it says within 30 minutes or 20 minutes.
20
Amy
minutes
quit.
for Amy.
And we've learned that what Russ really means is that the person said, stop, or I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Amy,
oh, sweetie, please,
yeah. Don't continue to watch. We don't want you to get upset. We 100% believe it was not 20 minutes. It was probably a lot longer than 20 minutes.
Because that's what he does.
But
yeah, please don't continue to watch. Don't put yourself through this. I know we've been talking for quite a while now, but I like you said, I don't think it hit you until you started watching. You were there 2 hours and 45 minutes at the house. Wow. Thank you. And again, we can write down all of these questions and then come back to you and we'll talk to you about it. We'll do it in Messenger, whatever's easiest. And we'll get those answers for you. So we'll still give you that voice without you having to see. Yeah. If that is better for you.
Absolutely.
Cheap. Stand up! Stand up! Cheap.
What's
cheap? Spin around.
Hey,
Stop smiling! Stop smiling. Stop smiling. Do you understand me?
Sing it like you mean it.
Why you keep smiling?
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Fun?
I'm trying to number it
Oh,
out.
what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open
All right, enough of the holiday songs.
Loud!
Cheap.
Loud! Loud!
Cheap.
You've been dying to come here!
Cheap.
You've been dying! Come on!
Cheap.
You've been dying to come here, right?
Cheap.
You're not motivating something. Hey, no cuss words.
Sorry.
Man,
Let's go, Jess. Let's go.
The amount of time being spent slapping her and punching her,
it's completely unnecessary.
It's mind-blowing to me.
Supposed to be a live your own horror movie, kidnapping type of experience that you're going through. Like I watch tons of movies where there's movies with violence, people get beat up, but in most horror movies, you don't see the person just like every 2 seconds just giving them a slap on the face.
Yeah, no,
it's completely unnecessary. It's like it's because they can't think of anything more creatively to actually scare people.
I've gone to many experiences, right? There's a lot of grabbing your face, holding your face, maybe holding it tight, squeezing it, or just touching of your face, right? Occasionally a flick to the head, not like a slap. I'm talking, right? Not what we're seeing here over and over and over again.
Just smile here. Come on, smiling. Say something. You are smiling. Look at that.
Thank you,
Look
David.
at that.
Thank you to everybody in chat and
You have 3 seconds.
just this community for being such supportive and amazing people. Sorry, I'm just watching chat and people are just being amazing.
Yeah,
to Amy. And we never have to worry about it. And I felt bad early, when this first started. I said everyone remain respectful, and I don't even need to say that because we have truly the best community of people here. It just makes me happy to see. Sorry to interrupt.
Put your hands down. She's not saying. She's just saying cheap. What? What? Cheap.
Like, at this point, this is just stupid. What are you doing?
Someone said it in chat, degrading.
Why did you let your eyes come on Chelsea?
I was letting you know. I didn't.
Smiling. When we get back to the house, you're going straight to my room. You understand me? Straight to my room. Yeah. Oh, I've been waiting for you, Jessica.
We're having a lot of fun tonight. A lot of fun. You're gonna start learning how to sing.
So pretty, princess.
You're gonna start needing to think of something.
Absolutely.
Because it's gonna be a long night if you don't sing.
Feel like they're getting off, whether it's a sexual or just for power. It's not about your experience at all. It's about theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and what we saw a lot of in the actors Facebook group during the months that John Schnitzer, I believe is his name, from Haunters, was there filming. What we got a lot of was Russ directing people, put on your A game. We need it to be extra crazy, extra rough. We need big characters, you know. So I'm not saying that takes responsibility off of the actors in any way. I'm not saying that, but it's another thing to think about is that they were doing this for themselves and to look cool and to give a good show in their minds, at least, to the director.
Like, what's good about this, though? Is she saying cheap over and over?
In their minds,
now,
right.
That carries on. That carries on to present day Tennessee, right? Because when you're doing the outside front yard stuff, Russ wants you to be an animal of some sort. If you're a snake, you got to keep hissing.
Right.
If you're a duck, you got to keep quacking. And it's just doing the same repeated, annoying, obnoxious thing. We saw this in the video too with that Ben and Danny released of Marissa, right? Where Russ just kept saying Marissa, 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 and he's just saying it in her ear over and over again, and it went on for hours.
It's really bizarre. I don't know what it's all about.
It's not entertaining. It's more annoying than anything. Like, what narrative is this show that we are watching doing? They're jumping around and slapping her around in the face and putting him into headlocks. There's no purpose to further a story. This is not an extreme haunt. Fear sometimes comes, I imagine, from not knowing if you are in danger or awful things happen, except it's because it actually might. Yeah. That is the thing when you go to these extreme haunts. The ones that immerse you good enough may make you think that, you know, things are going wrong. However, what we're seeing in this van, how they're interacting with them, it's childish. It's stupid. It's schoolyard bully stuff that we're watching. Oh, 100% Chansey. That's exactly how I feel. You cannot do show after show after show and do things like this to people if it isn't something you enjoy. These actors aren't being forced with a gun to their head to show up and do this for us. They're doing it because they like it. It's not even scary or horrifying. It's stupid and abusive. 100% agree with you. It's not all haunted experience. It's torture. Yeah. All right. I'm going to keep playing.
That's those songs. That's one of our favorite things. It scares you. Smell. We're going to give you a bad tonight. We're going to give you a nice old bad.
Louder.
I would tap right
He
here
said louder.
because I'd be so annoyed.
Don't turn your head away.
Straight ahead.
I would not continue saying the same thing over and over
No,
again.
you can't what?
I cannot see, sir.
Louder.
I cannot see, sir.
Thank you. Can we have some manners in the truck?
Yes, sir.
Can we
so
have some
sorry.
manners?
So sorry.
I've been working so hard this week for you.
So sorry, sir.
Louder.
So very sorry, sir.
Show me you want to be here.
Hey, louder.
Show me you want to be here.
I want to be here for you.
Good.
So
Louder.
sorry, sir. I can't see.
Boss,
I
you
can't
hear him?
see. So
We have a
sorry.
doggy. We're not even there yet.
So this is less than a month than Steve Fox going through his tour.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's like a college hazing. It really is. Same. I'd be like, "Where's this haunted manor? I'm out." You don't sign up for an experience to sit in the back of the van and say the same word over and over again while somebody slaps you in the face for a 20-minute car ride. It's stupid. And these people, Amy, I don't think Amy flew in. She was a last minute. But, look, she's getting slapped. That's still ridiculous on its own, how she's being treated. Jesse, though, flew in, paid for travel expenses for this. To get slapped around, put into headlocks, and barked in the back of a van.
Cheap. Why
are you dressed up like this guy? Hey, stop it. What? Did you take it from your brother? Louder! Is that kid's store? Is that like Toys R Us? It's like Toys R Us, isn't it? A little kid's store. No, it's not. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Tweety bird. Smile. Let me see another smile. I dare you to smile again. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Bark louder. Bark louder. Bark louder. Sit down. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Stand up. Faster. Stand. Sit down. Stand up. Hurry up. Do you have any scissors in here? Hey, don't bump into me. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry, sir. Cheap.
Loud! If you want to be here, I want to go McKamey Manor.
I'm getting a headache.
Cheap.
Yeah. No.
Like, when are they going to stop making them bark and cheep?
Shift 100% agree. We refer to them as the actors because that's almost like, I want to say a gang, but like when you think about Russ's cronies, they were the actors. So it's actors in quotes. So when you hear that, but yes, 100% abusers, just like Russ himself.
Cheap.
Bump into my brother.
Cheap.
Sit back down.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna help it tonight. Do you understand me? Stand up.
I can't.
Good.
I can't.
Oh, I can't feel. I can't see. No, I don't. Put your hands on you. Grab this. Spin around. Grab this one over here. Do not let go. Stand up! I don't want to hear no freaking excuses from you. You wanted to come here.
Sorry.
Spin around.
Sorry, sir. I don't know.
I don't think any of us get it, Shift. This is not an extreme haunt.
Yeah, this is a facade put on to get people to show up and to be physically assaulted and mentally abused, not only during their show, but then afterwards as well. It's a way that these people bring others into their sick fantasies in the front of it being a haunt. So what we're watching is not supporting an extreme haunt in any way. We are showing the dangers of what those out there can do. So, yeah, after shift, there is a lot of these survivors, we call them survivors now. A lot of the survivors of Russ and his actors were harassed and belittled for some years after their experience.
Okay.
Right, the van is moving and they're constantly having her bump up into the back door. Yeah, what if? There is so many what ifs to this.
And it looks like Amy is still here. And I'm not going to keep telling you to go because you can make your own choices. I just feel badly if this is too much for you, sweetie. But thank you. That's good to know. So Sarah, did we watch that one yet? I don't think we did.
No, we did not.
I don't think we're going to watch that one because we haven't been in touch with those people. Yeah.
Yeah, it is just Russ driving, and Russ still does this today. In Tennessee, he puts you in the back of the truck and says you're driving to another location. That's why he gets into your head that there's Alabama, there is Nashville, there's all these different locations.
Yeah,
you're just blindfolded in the back of his truck while he's driving in circles for a while.
Yeah, and just to clarify, because there's a few people popping in, like this comment, and there was another one earlier. So this is the first time that we are seeing. This is still the early extreme haunt years of McKamey Manor that we're covering in the series. It's the first time we are seeing the red van in a video being used, but this is not to be confused with even the later years, 2015 and then into 2016, where it literally becomes just the van.
Yeah, those are what we call the van days. The
van days, yeah. So we're right on that weird little where like the boo hunt, which Russ would have a conniption if he heard it called that, but you know, the boo hunt, the neighborhood boo hunt where, you know, kids could go through and everything. We've already covered that in the series. And now we're on to the early extreme haunt years, and you're starting to see
the abuse.
The abuse, obviously, but then like little things that you're gonna notice just get worse and worse and worse, sadly. Okay, thank you. That's good, Amy. As long as you're taking breaks and as long as you are taking care of yourself.
Okay.
You all tired? Sit down. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Spin around.
I agree, Johnny. The early years, it was a decent boo hunt. So, okay, hold on. They are in a moving van, right? Hitting bumps. Her eyes are duct taped. She cannot see what she's doing. They are spinning her in circles, right? So she's probably dizzy, motion sick, all of that. His head is on the ground. What is from her tripping, losing her balance, falling, landing on his neck and breaking his neck?
Right. Nothing. Right. Also, even just seatbelt laws. I think, aren't seatbelt laws pretty strict in California?
Were they then? Yeah, I guess they would have been then. I mean, I don't know. I think there's different things with the type of vehicles. I'm sure it's illegal.
Wow. Spin around.
Probably had headphones too, yeah.
Spin
right,
around.
he calls everybody's tour a baby tour for the most part.
Yeah, everybody's tour is the baby
Usually
tour.
Some of the worst ones are the one like where we're like, holy cow, are the ones where he's like, and that was the baby tour.
You know why, Boston?
To make them think that he went easy on them?
No, to make them not want to speak out because then they feel belittled.
And like, they're like, oh, well, I didn't even get it that hard.
I didn't even get that hard. I had the baby tour and everybody else had the other tour. And
there's
so...
the word for it, gaslighting. Yeah.
So that's why he tells these really hard tours, you had the baby tour.
Wow. The following weekend, they still needed more footage, and he said they would have to tame it down to infant tours.
And that's the harassment that continues, right? Because when Amy leaves, and correct me if I'm wrong, Amy, but when you leave here, you're not really a fan at this point. Like, you seem to be pretty upset. So he's even reaching out after to rub it in your face more.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can you. We're having a lot of fun here tonight. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Say it louder.
Yes, sir.
Say it louder.
Yes, sir.
Sit down. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
And also, that is a lie. Saying that
Spin around
that's just a
faster.
total lie. Just sorry that took me so long to process, but that's a lie. If he said the following weekend, or that he gave you the baby tour because of the movie, because John S. was there filming. That's a total lie because that's not what the actors' Facebook group says at all.
Mm-hmm.
The actors' Facebook group is Russ being like, let's go as hard as we can for, like, let's give them a good show, like, more aggression, more intense, more crazy. The exact opposite of what he gaslit you into thinking.
Oh, other way. Other way. Come on. Come on. Other one. I don't know. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Start singing me a song. Start singing a song now.
Sorry, sir.
Do you know Mary?
Look, did you see? Right there. She almost fell.
Yeah.
She started to fall. That if he was still down there, like that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or she could trip and break her own neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I mean.
Don't give me your life story. I don't care to know that. What's your name, Trudy Bird? Name you what?
Killed the spider.
Oh.
Washed them all. Like an alligator.
You can kind of
Spider went up the
spin around. I feel bad for your childhood. You don't even know the itsy bitsy spider? You kidding me? You have kids, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, she Nick without the
Aren't
mask
you gonna
on.
have your kids sing some lullabies? Stand up.
Yes, sir. Play it with me.
Clearly, you don't touch your face. You don't even don't touch your face.
I'll play it with
You understand me?
sir.
Stand up. Hurry up.
Oh, God.
Oh, I just realized something. I said earlier, like, all the people that were acting at this point, Dallas wouldn't have been because the incident had happened.
Oh,
So he's out of the picture. So
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point, yeah. So this could be, if you can remember everybody that by name, I know you said Steve Fox, but if you can remember the other actors, put them in chat for us, Amy.
well, I
We know
see
Nick's
3.
there.
I see Steve. Nick,
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
and
out who the
then-
third is.
Yeah, but we're having a problem already, aren't we? No. You sure about that?
You're gonna need a listen. Do you, oh, not okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cheap, 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 cheap.
Operator.
Keep your hands on your head.
So, fun fact, Russ got this van because Carol bought it for him because his back was hurting him too bad to lift up his DJ equipment to go to shows, yet he never used it for the DJ stuff like he was supposed to. He used it to torture people.
Wow.
Have one Santa. Cheap, 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 cheap.
Okay. Quickly. Lower him down.
Cheap, 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 cheap.
Keep working. More louder.
Go.
Check in. So he doesn't count.
So all of that was nothing. So this is when he's gonna say the 3 minutes and the 20 minutes for them. And clearly much more has happened.
Yeah.
Because they're covered in different colors than we saw them being used in the van.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan L, Steve F, Steve P. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I guessed. And I added Dallas in there, but forgot
Ryan
that
Lawrence,
this is
Steve
December.
Fox, Steve Pure, and Nick Baldwin. Them be the 4 that seem to be the most aggressive.
Yes, they still are utilizing the house and the van and the house in 2014. Like I said earlier, We don't start seeing the just van, like the van years as we call them, until I think like mid 2015 through 2016.
Not yet.
People, do you hear me?
Yes.
Guess what?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
You know what you're in for?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Amy.
Jesse, Amy. Why did you come here?
Yeah, he only shows, so he can't admit. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out who the green jumpsuit with baklava is.
I think that's Nick. The green
Yes.
hood is
Yeah, that
Steve.
makes sense. That makes sense. That would be Nick. And Sean, but I don't recall.
Recall's the same.
I believe it's in the actors group.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, that's true.
To experience McKamey Manor, sir.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you having some second thoughts right now, Jesse?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you better have some second thoughts.
Yeah, you know you've been bamboozled at
Little
this
second
point.
thoughts, maybe?
A little
A
bit.
little bit. Oh, yeah, I can guarantee you. Now listen to me.
Yes, sir.
There's rules here. You abide by my rules.
Yes, sir.
Do not fight back. If you fight back, it's going to get rough.
I'm
You can
curious
fight back. I really don't
if you
care.
can answer this question. Can you pause it? Amy, I'm curious if you remember before you joined the new reservations and then like the 6 weeks later came in as like a backup for, and that's how you got your tour. What tours had you watched? Because again, that yours was December 6th. And this is the first year that they had done the extreme haunt, and not the boo haunt. So I'm wondering which ones that you, like how quickly he was pumping out videos at that time, you know? Because before then I figured it would have, like the most extreme that people would have seen was the 2012 year.
I can only
2013
imagine
was the
that
break.
he wasn't pumping them out that quick.
Yeah.
But if you fight back, I cannot help. I cannot help you. I cannot protect you. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Las Vegas is watching you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do not disappoint them. Do not disappoint them.
Yes, sir.
We have some people I want you to meet.
Wow.
The brothers. If you make me mad, I'm bringing the brothers in as often as I like. If you're good little boys and girls, maybe you'll bypass them. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You better hope.
So now,
This is no joke.
Ryan and
You think this is a joke, you're mistaken.
Sneaky come into the picture. Okay, thank you, Amy. So
You guys
2
ready?
tours
Yes, sir.
she was
Don't
able
put
to
the thing
see
loud
before
enough.
she
Yes,
went.
sir.
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Only
Yes,
on.
sir.
Brothers!
All right, so
But it was only audio.
yeah.
Was it just that you were listening to it while it played, or were you
Well,
sent just the audio?
I'll say the majority of even those tours of Tony's and then the Christina B tour with that
Yeah.
couple, the
Sure, you
majority
don't
of those
see
two
much.
are audio only.
Yeah.
Of
That's
the
very
ones
true.
that Russ has released. They are audio only, and you don't get to see, like, so far.
Now, question.
Steve's tour that we watched. Remember, we watched Steve Fox's tour and Nick Baldwin's
Yeah.
tour. Like, this is the first we're seeing where it's not like just cuts of and like close-ups in people's
Right.
faces only. Her tour right now, this Amy's tour, has been very much not just close-up so far, which
Now,
which is different.
Was it because YouTube censored? Because I think I remember watching Christina B's first video, and it was just weird. When it would cut to black, there wouldn't be like right now we see the keep away from the brothers if you can. Like Russ usually doesn't just do a black thing. He would have a cutaway. He would have something other than just a black screen with audio.
Mm-hmm.
Or allude to it before. Like, we can't show you this. It's too scary.
You and I have disagreed about this.
What, about YouTube cutting? The
where I've always said like it's just Russ cuts it, and you said no, YouTube cuts it out. I'm like, I don't think they have the ability to do that though. I think,
but they do because they've done
down.
it to videos I've done.
They don't just take the whole video down.
No,
until you edit it.
No, they blank out certain spots that could just be too graphic.
So this is what I thought. So then I trust you, if it's happened to you. But this is what I thought she meant. Interesting. So back then, so it was when he still hadn't, because that would make sense. Like you said, he wasn't pumping out movies back then, one after the other, but he was at least getting the audio and sharing it, I would assume, in the Facebook group, the New Reservations Facebook group, or whatever group he had at that time to hype people up. So if you're just hearing audio, that's pretty terrifying. But in your mind, so we've got Amy here who's hearing the audio, and then the only video she would have seen is from 2012. Yeah. When it was still, you go through as a group. It was a rougher show for sure, but it was still a boo haunt. Wow. Nope, that was Russ. Okay. Yeah. That's really interesting. Thank you for filling us in on that.
All right.
Ugh.
Amy, what do you do? Huh?
Now we've got the
manager. Oh, that's nice.
That's Steve holding his hand.
I think in this case, Amy, I would agree with you, but because he didn't want to give away all the secrets, you know.
Tweet.
That's not what Tweety Bird sounds like.
You're supposed to be entertaining Vegas. They aren't liking you.
Be a seal. Be a seal. A seal, not a wolf.
What does the seal sound like?
They kind of bark. They're like, roo, 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 roo. But also she what the sound that she made, to be fair, didn't sound like a wolf either. So whoever said that was a dumbass. She was making like a seal noise.
I got a better idea. How about don't make people make stupid sounds
okay,
over and
you're
over
right.
again?
Why are we
like that's fix all the problems.
Yeah, it's a
What does a seal sound like?
I have no idea.
You know
Really,
exactly.
take that damn mask off.
Really that stupid?
Ow.
Yeah, that really did get him a lot of attention.
How are you that stupid? You don't know what a seal
Listen up a little
like.
bit.
Is that how you found them, Amy?
What's your name?
My name is Amy.
Why are you here, Amy?
I am here to experience McKamey Manor.
What?
McKamey
Get
Manor.
it right.
What's the name?
McKamey Manor.
You don't even know where you are?
I'm in meat locker at the manor.
You're in your holding zone, right? You know why you're in the holding zone right now?
Because Jess quit out.
Yep, he quit out, didn't he?
Yes.
So now it's just you, and we got to get a replacement in here for you. Now I'm mad, okay? Because now,
sorry,
you
sir.
made me mad now. It was
I'm sorry.
part of your responsibility to keep Jess in line.
Hands
You didn't do
down.
that. Keep your hands down. Keep your hands
I'm
down.
sorry, sir.
Water tastes good.
Here. I'm so sorry.
Is he putting the sock in her mouth?
I think so. A wet or like a wet
I don't know what to do with
rag.
you. I don't know what to do with you.
It's up to you now. I'm going to give you some decisions right now.
Okay.
You want to stay in here for a little while and wait for your replacement?
I think locking a person in with the lid shut for an extensive amount of time is unsafe. I will say to just close it for a moment. That happens.
Yeah, because there's still oxygen
at a
in there.
lot. But closing it just for a moment. Now, a person that is in Amy's shape here, like she is disheveled, she has been smacked in the face numerous times. What else has happened that we haven't seen? Should she be in something that nobody can see how her body is reacting? I don't think that's safe. Like when that lid shut, what if she had a seizure or something from being slapped around as much as she did already?
Okay, so
Sorry.
so that's how she found out. Her sister tagged her in the Discovery Channel video.
Yeah, and the water they're pouring on her face here, that is so, because it hasn't been changed. It's dirty water.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go do something else?
I'll wait here for my replacement.
Oh, you want to wait here, huh?
Or I can move on. Your choice.
What?
Oh, it's up to you.
What do you
Is it
want?
easier? Hold on. Hold on. Is it easier in here?
No.
Huh? You having
No.
fun yet?
No, not yet.
No, we haven't done anything.
I want to say that in 2012, when Discovery Channel did the thing on it, though, it was
Right.
still the boo haunt. That's the thing. It came out and it lasted.
Yeah, I mean, there were
So a
still
lot of people
issues.
think- yeah, there were still issues, and those weren't shown,
Mhm.
but it was the boo haunt. And honestly, it was the boo haunt from probably 2011. Because it came out in
Right,
2012.
if it came out in 2012, it was probably before the duct tape, because 2012 was
Yes.
the duct tape year. So it's probably footage from 2011 where it was still physical, right? And if you guys are just joining us, if this is your first episode watching the Rise and Fall of McKamey Manor, please check out the playlist, because we did start, I believe the first year that we started covering was 2007, and we've kind of gone from there. So we did do a lot of coverage of the slow little changes that you see and the evolution of this once being a really cool backyard home haunt to what we see Amy going through here, sadly.
So, yes, the cooler at Crucible is washed, rinsed, and sanitized in between each of these every time.
What? Are you serious? Ouch! They lined the bottom of that thing with those?
Well, at least one.
Or at least it felt like it.
Well, I mean,
Ow.
it could be that, or it could be rust.
Oh, yeah, I don't even want to think about that. Oh, God. Was here in the back. What is the doc you said was here in the background? So the documentary is Honors the Art of the Scare. Okay, people have answered. Thank you, guys.
Anything yet?
Yeah, I understand that. I definitely understand that.
So I'm going to leave
Yes,
you in
sir.
here a while longer. I want songs. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear you stopping. I want to hear songs. Go.
Okay, sir.
You better start singing now.
All right.
Now. Now. Get your hands down.
All right.
Get your hands down. Start singing now.
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
You think
Good
this is funny?
song
Is this a
choice,
joke
No,
to
I
you?
don't.
You better start singing some songs.
My mind is going blank.
You know what?
Songs.
Tell me what.
I'm sorry.
Unhook her hands.
My
wanna
mind is going
Tie,
blank. on songs.
untie her hands. Untie her hands.
And at this
I'm
point,
getting sick of you right now. Put your hands down your
and
side.
feel free to, if you can go there emotionally, to let us know in chat, Amy, like where your headspace was at this point in the night. But if I were you, and kind of what I'm seeing, is someone who's just like, I just gotta keep saying whatever I think he wants me to say, so I can just be done with this.
You know,
She's already past the point of like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is not what I signed up for.
She's done. You can see, she doesn't want to be there at this point. Can you imagine being cramped in a cooler, having your face smacked with a wet sock while they squeeze dirty water on you while you're sitting on a tack strip.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, sing me a song. What
Yeah.
fucking song are you going to sing?
I know. I liked your choice, by the way. It's a good song. It's a classic.
This is just like...
Yeah, she's over it. We got a few, you know, she said yes in chat. We've got people saying, just, you know, you're just in survival mode, tired, annoyed, confused. Like, we can, I can feel that coming off of you here. Just like...
This isn't a haunt in any way.
Mm-mm.
This isn't an extreme. This isn't an experience.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bunch of cats toying with a mouse before they can kill it.
And it's actual trauma she's going through. So I just watched, I don't know if anyone else has seen it. It's a Netflix 3-part series called American Nightmare. Really good 3-part documentary about the Gone Girl kidnapping in California that happened back in 2015. Funny story. I actually know her. Well, I don't know her.
You know the Gone Girl?
But she was, Denise Hutchins was on my skee ball league. No, she was on my skee ball league in Boston. And we all remembered her. And then suddenly she was a national news story. And we were like, oh my gosh, she was kidnapped. Oh my gosh, she faked her kidnapping. Oh my gosh, she didn't fake her kidnapping. But, it's a really good... So sorry, spoiler for anyone who wants to watch it. That's kind of how it goes. But it's a 3-part series where she really gets into kind of her mindset while she was abducted. And like a lot of people go through that just survival mode, you know? I'm just gonna play along, play nice, say yes, sir. Oh yes. Oh, you want me to say this is what's the thing he always wants people to say? You really don't want to do this? You want me to say, okay, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say this now. Mm-hmm. I think that's what we see, and it's the real kind of experiences that you see people who are kidnapped in real life and are traumatized going through as well. My headspace was, what did you do, Amy? How did I do this? How did I allow my sisters tag me in shit? How did I allow myself not to see any of it? I was in the middle of beating myself up and trying. And see, that breaks my heart. And you're not alone. That's what he does to people, Chris. That's what you've even said yourself. You've been in that mindset before where you're like blaming. He makes it so that you feel like you have to blame yourself somehow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so twisted, and it's so wrong. And I'm so sorry, Amy, because no, that this was not your fault. And like you've clearly just demonstrated, there isn't anything you could have seen, really. There's nothing you could have seen to see what you were about to expect. And even if you had seen it, you probably still were like, oh, well, it's all smoke and mirrors. This is a show. Like, it's an experience. People go through for so many different reasons. Yeah. Please don't beat yourself. I don't think you are anymore, and I hope for sure you're not. But in this moment, you see Amy beating herself up about it. God, sorry.
You leaving me, you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Start singing. You got me wet.
Sorry, sir.
Start singing. Come on, start singing.
Put your hand. This is what you get for making
Start singing.
Put your hands
Let's
up.
go.
Oh.
Amy, start singing now.
Mary had a little lamb, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow.
Put your hands down.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow.
Come on, Amy, sing.
Come on.
Let her be in here for a while. Just keep her quiet in here for a while.
I just need him.
You need what? What do you need?
What do you need? What?
Nothing.
What do you want?
I'm sorry, sir.
We'll get you
I'm
whatever
sorry.
you want.
What do you want?
I'm sorry.
What do you want?
What do you want?
I don't need anything.
What did you want?
I think she wants some water.
You want some water?
Give her
No.
What do you want, Amy?
Give her some water.
Get your hands down. Is that what you wanted, was water?
Yes, thank you,
You
sir.
want some more?
Is that an arm
Amy.
Yes, sir.
on her wrist?
You want to quit, Amy?
Or like
No,
a
thank
hand
you.
on her wrist with a
You better
glove?
behave.
Or is it a
Okay, sir.
weight?
I will behave. I'll do my best behavior.
Did you notice that?
No. I don't want to go to where there.
Okay. It must have been somebody grabbing then with gloves.
Probably.
What's your name? Amy.
You see that, Amy? Do you see that?
Well,
You're gonna go in there.
we're gonna
them.
be all over you, and you're gonna make some good friends. You like bugs, Amy?
No, not particular.
They like you.
Yeah, they do. Ooh.
Extreme haunts. Common to have cockroaches put on you.
Right on you. That's right. That's right.
Oh.
That's right. You like that? No, bro. They're all over you. Open your eyes, Amy.
Enjoy this, Amy.
Yes, sir.
Amy, this is the most comfortable you're gonna be for the rest of the night.
So they started shoving dog treats into my mouth and slapping me more with the sock.
It's you. Just enjoy yourself.
And just to let you know, these are only one of my many, many friends.
So peaceful.
It is.
Open your eyes, Amy. Look what's crawling on you. Stay there.
I love it when they meet my friends. Crawling all over her. That's just one of my friends.
How do you feel about 8-legged ones?
There's more to come, Amy. Just don't hurt my friends.
Is it me or is it... Do you agree? This has been longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah. But she's quit already, apparently. She said something that made Russ in his mind be like, oh, done after 20 minutes. If you happen to know this actress's name, I'm interested to know that. We've seen her in pictures. Mercedes didn't.
It's Brittany. That's what I thought.
That is Brittany?
That tracks.
Because there's another girl in a picture with Brittany that Mercedes did not recognize, and I thought that this was her.
I think that's really hard to tell with the makeup.
Okay.
My little friends. My little pretty, pretty friends. Aren't they precious?
Look at the picture.
Oh, should we speak now?
Not yet, sir.
There's like hundreds of them on here.
A lot of mental games are similar to what goes on in military boot camp, although there are a lot of physical challenges. Most of what recruits go through in boot camp is a mental breakdown. Yeah, he really pushes that military boot camp style thing, especially now in Tennessee, but you do see it here with the repetitive actions that we saw earlier in the van.
So I've sent you a picture of the group photo. Yeah, exactly, Gabby. So I believe that the one with that makeup, Brittany probably did the makeup, right? But she's the one all the way to the right in that photo wearing the Halloween shirt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the one that Mercedes was like, I don't know who that is. And then Brittany's behind her in the photo.
We knew for sure that that was Brittany behind her.
I think so.
Because I don't know. I think that we should continue to focus on this video and not worry about it.
Okay.
I love it.
things were just about to
Listen to
go.
me. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Because you don't look okay to me right now. Why are you so out of breath?
I don't know.
I know, this is concerning to me. You've got to be in better shape.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess I'm not fit for this. I'm not physically fit.
Watch your
And
mouth.
that pisses me off more than anything. You got to be in better shape.
You're
He
concerning me.
continues on to say
How's your
that.
heart doing?
She's just been probably she's been drowned over and over again is probably what we're seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
In the pool thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying she has to be in better shape.
So it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
It's just like the baby tour thing.
We saw the Marine guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You're going to hear the same thing over and over again. You got to be in better shape. We didn't do nothing to you. It was a baby tour. What do you mean? We haven't even started anything yet.
Right. And he doesn't show that part on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Press, it's doing good.
You don't look so good.
Sure.
To me.
Sir.
I think
Right,
Franco used
the-
that for a little bit. Just a little bit.
You haven't even done anything. She just had a nice long rest.
Did you? Have you been like this the whole time?
No.
What's the matter? Talk to me. What's going on? What are you feeling right now?
Oh,
What? Talk to me.
I'm just not physically fit for it. I'm not. Just not physically fit for it. If I knew I needed to be physically fit, I
Well, of
would've-
course you need to be physically fit. My God.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir.
So you just waste my time for nothing, right?
No, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
Give her a
Sir.
little
If I
treat.
knew I had to be physically fit for this, and he goes, well, of course, my God, as if she, again, if what she watched with her eyes was the Discovery Channel clip from 2012, which most likely had 2011 or even, let's say, 2012 footage, you don't have to be in any kind of physical shape to go through those.
She was just in the drowning pool.
I was just waterboarded. It's the cage. Yep.
Yeah.
So she was just in the drowning pool. The very thing that got Steve and Ryan. The thing where Steve literally had to be allegedly resuscitated, right? The very contraption. And now those two are putting her through it. Not even 2 months later.
Mm-hmm.
And they're shaming her for not being in shape to be drowned enough, well enough. It's just crazy.
You know what? Let's go. We're going to do a couple things. And then you're done, because I'm done with you. You understand me? You can't do this, can you?
You are a miserable failure.
You can't do this. Amy.
I can't do it.
Amy, you're going to die on me. Look at you.
I'm not going to die. I'm just letting the mental games get to me. There's one name that I was called, and it just broke me, and I'm trying to push past that. I'm not. I'm good, Russ. I'm so sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Don't waste my time.
I'm not. I promise. I won't. So sorry, sir.
Don't give up, Amy.
I'm not.
Grab a leg.
Tweety bird, come on, roll.
I can't do this.
Roll.
Shut up. Tell her shut up. Keep your mouth shut, or I will give you something to cry about. If you
Didn't she just quit?
Mm-hmm.
So now they're making her roll and do stuff?
There's no quitting. You know that.
Oh, I know. I like to point
They
that
don't
out
honor
every
that.
time. I just
Yeah.
need to have that voiced.
Mm-hmm.
Don't shut up. We're gonna shut your mouth. And I think you like breathing, don't you?
Can't.
put your hands down.
I can't do this one.
Yes, you
No,
can.
I need help.
Yes, you can. You have to. You don't have a choice anymore. You are in our house. We will do whatever we want. Come on, spin. Come on.
These fucking pricks. I'm so fucking done with these fucking people. These motherfuckers were just having this done to them, and they cried like little bitches,
Mm-hmm.
right? Oh, I gotta get out. And then they go and do this to a female? Fuck these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, fuck them. What pieces of shit to walk this earth, to do this shit, and think that it's fun. Like, you do this week to week. You are a sick fuck.
You are disappointing me.
Amy, what are you feeling right now, Amy? What's the matter? What's the matter? Get her out. 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 Get her
Yeah, you
out.
can see the cage. She's in the pool.
Amy,
Yes.
you're done, Amy. You're done.
Okay.
You can't do this, Amy. You didn't even do anything.
You know, and it's not just women, right? It's not just women. It's anybody that goes to this fucking place and they put them in that pool with that cage and that water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just the fact that these people that are doing it to these new people coming in, right? Mm-hmm. It pisses me off so bad because they know how terrible that is. Mm-hmm. And then they just keep doing it over and over again. And people think that the people in that McKamey Manor official Facebook group just piss me the fuck off so bad that they stick up for him and they think that this is a good fucking person.
Right.
It's a sick fuck.
So somebody made this comment, and we see this comment a lot, about wanting to be a drill sergeant, like their wannabe drill sergeant thing. Even drill sergeants know when to stop, and they do stop, and there is a level of consent. I just had to say that. This is where I fake it. Yeah, we're coming up to the... I know. I like Spicy Chris too. I hope Spicy Chris is taking their medication.
Blood pressure meds.
Blood pressure medication.
Amy, we all faked it at the end. Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you, and that video's been tossed around the internet like crazy. Yeah. So
and can I say that before we ever connected and started talking, Amy,
you stalked me and watched it?
Amy, I watched her video, and I actually pointed it out to Chris and said, not just Chris, Chris, Josh, and Brandon, and that's how Josh was like, oh, well, I'm in touch with Amy. That's how we all got connected. But I watched it and said, we need to find this girl, because I just watched her whole thing and then watched her exit interview, and it's like you can see the truth of how you're really feeling beaming through your eyes. So please don't feel like anyone is gonna judge you here. Not here. No one's gonna be like, well, you said you liked it. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Fuck them.
I knew I wasn't going to be let go, so I faked that I couldn't breathe.
No.
Oh, that's what she's talking about.
Right there. Tell me what you think. Give us your impressions right now.
I will never, ever come back. Never.
Did you catch that? Can you pause that real quick, Chris? Because that's kind of important. She said, I knew I wasn't going to be let go, so I faked that I couldn't breathe and was about to pass out. Like in your head, you're like, the only reason they might stop is if they think that, like, I'm gonna die. Or that I'm dead. But I wasn't done. I still have just one more thing to do. Oh, God. Okay.
Mega first.
I know, right?
Oh.
Amy, you didn't do anything yet, Amy.
I understand.
Nothing. You saw one part of 4 zones, Amy. You didn't do anything. Why did you waste my time, Amy?
I'm so sorry, sir.
Las Vegas lost a lot of money on you. Why'd you waste their time?
I'm so sorry.
No, so sorry doesn't cut it. Why did you waste their time?
I thought I could handle it.
Why'd you think that?
I thought I was stronger than that.
Who told you were stronger than that?
My life experiences.
Your life experiences?
Yes. Pushed me to the point where I knew I could numb shit out. Sorry. So sorry.
Better watch your mouth.
Sorry, sirs.
So was that the case? Were you able to numb things out?
Most of the time.
So then why are you laying here on the ground
Because
whimpering like a little baby? Why?
I can't do it anymore.
We
I'm
didn't
gonna
even
pass
do
out and I'm gonna.
anything. We did nothing.
Nothing even
I
happened.
can't breathe. It
We
feels
didn't
like
do
somebody's
anything. We
sitting
did
on my
nothing.
chest
Nothing
right
even
now.
happened.
Do you have physical problems you didn't tell me about?
No, I am healthy. Just feels like somebody's sitting on my chest. I
Oh,
know
they're not.
somebody's sitting on my knees, but it feels like somebody's sitting on my
Amy,
chest right now.
Amy, calm down. Look at me. Give us your exit review because you're out of here. Give it to me now.
Don't come.
Pause,
Can't
please.
matter. You're not tough
Just
enough.
say the name right.
Give us your exit interview. Give it to me now. Okay? She is still blindfolded. She's laying on the ground. She just said someone is sitting on her knees. And this is when he asked for an exit interview. And there will be another and another, and then one where she's in her car. Those will come. But are you
I'm so
kidding me?
fucking triggered by this.
I
video.
know. This is probably the most triggering one that we've gotten to at this point. And it's harder. It is harder to watch these, I have to say, after you've...
Well, we've only watched actors so far go through.
Right.
And be honest, after I see this, I really don't give a fuck that they went through it. I don't. I have no sympathy for them in any way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is this the first
This
one
is
that
the
we've
first
watched in the
one that
extreme
we
years?
watched that is a survivor that went through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm heated right now.
Mm-hmm.
McKamey Manor. You're not tough enough.
Tell the people in Las Vegas you're sorry.
I'm sorry, Las Vegas people. Everyone. So sorry.
So when I tell people not to come here, am I just talking smack?
No, you're not. You're not, sir.
Why won't they listen?
Because they're stupid.
And someone was sitting on your chest
So you're
at that
stupid is
moment?
what you're telling me.
Yes, in the end of it, I am stupid.
And seriously, you did nothing. You understand that? You did nothing.
I did nothing.
What is this? The most extreme haunt will grant you for even going through the haunt and all instead of Russ's. Yeah, a lot of them have a talk with you after. Sometimes it's a congratulations. Sometimes it's just like a decompression with, this is reality. You are no longer in the show. You went through something that not a lot of people can get through. And they, so yeah, it is a pat on the back going through other extreme haunts.
Yeah, and some I've seen, like, you get full-on applause from everybody afterwards, and so it just depends. So 2 people were sitting on her during her exit interview. That is just wonderful. What pisses me off more than anything is Amy just said when she was early in this tour, already, like, however long ago, was in the freezer, and her mindset at that time was just like, what did I do? And, like, blaming herself. Because Russ continues, in my opinion, it's the, like, massive gaslighting that he does to these people as they're going through, after they go through, before they go through. Like, you know what you're getting into. You really don't want to do this. I told you don't want to do this, but you're here anyway, so it's your fault. And guess what? You didn't do anything. We didn't do anything to you. You barely did anything. This is the baby tour. That is what is pissing me off the most, because we are seeing with our own eyes. This woman I've seen her go through multiple panic attacks since we started watching this. She has been waterboarded, essentially, in a cage, underwater. She's had people sitting on her. She's been slapped around, and countless other things that we haven't even gotten to see. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, that needs to be, if he doesn't get sent to jail, like, the most ideal thing would be for him to be banned, for his Facebook to go down, his YouTube pages to go down, and him to be completely banned from using the internet at all. And I don't think it's a bad idea, considering other things he might like to look at on the internet.
Yeah. I don't understand how his channels are up still.
Yeah, me neither.
That just blows my mind that these videos are even up.
I did nothing.
This is an embarrassment, Amy. This is embarrassing. You know that.
Embarrassment.
Yes, sir.
So what did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about yourself today?
Water is not my friend.
Water's nobody's friend, Amy. Nobody can survive that.
Don't ever.
Chad C, I wish that I could say this, but I can't because that goes against YouTube community standards if I were to tell people to do this. So I'm absolutely not telling anyone to do this.
Right.
Second guess anything anymore.
Why did you think you could make this?
Because I thought it was tougher than when I thought it was a different experience.
It was like she's breathing better. Feeling better now?
No.
And give us the official, you quit.
I quit.
Say it louder.
I quit.
Louder.
I quit, Russ.
Sir. Louder, I'm going to throw
I
you back
quit,
in.
sir.
Louder.
I quit. I quit.
Louder, louder.
I quit.
Louder. Come on. Cry.
How many more
Louder.
times does she have to say
I
it?
quit.
Louder.
I'm done. I quit.
We want to hear you crying.
I quit.
You're not convincing us. Come on. Show
quit.
us you're serious. Come on. Show us you're serious.
I quit.
We want to hear you screaming.
I quit.
Tell us.
I'll push you back through there. He doesn't control me.
I quit.
You're not convincing me.
I'm going to pull this open again.
You're not convincing.
You're going back in.
I quit.
I don't think you're serious.
Are
Why do you
you
quit?
fucking kidding me?
Why? What's wrong? You haven't done anything. I just barely got started with you. I was having a lot of fun. We can still keep going if you want. I think you can. You want to keep going having fun?
No, I quit. I quit.
Cry for me then. Come on, let me hear it.
I quit.
Let me hear it. Come on.
I quit.
That's so emotional. You can't like
It's fucking horrible.
because you can see her get the excitement when they said "say I quit," and she was saying it over and over, but then it wasn't good enough, and then to take that, try to take that away from her.
No.
Okay.
Amy, we all did.
Mm-hmm.
All of us that went through did.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine watching 2011 Boo Haunt footage and
None
coming
of
and
that
getting
happens
this? I would think I'm about to be murdered or accidentally killed. Yeah. And to blame yourself, like, oh, that just is gut-wrenching. I'm so sorry, Amy.
How are we in a country where this is legal, that a person revoking consent, how many times, who has been held in a cage underwater, who has been slapped and punched in the face repeatedly, who has had to lay in a cooler and be locked in, does not want to be there, has had people sitting on her chest, and this is allowed to continue.
Mm-hmm. And the person who
For
did this
almost
to her,
10
and the
more-
people documented it, put it on YouTube, and became a celebrity because of it. And the evidence is right there.
10
Yeah.
more years this continues.
10 more years.
And it
Wait, from
gets
20.
worse.
Yeah, we're 10 more years. And yeah, like, how was he not arrested and all of these actors arrested when this video was uploaded on YouTube? Or even before that? Because there are videos before this one that were pretty bad. But again, those ones haven't been as triggering for us, at least personally, because they were videos watching the actors go through, and we know that these assholes are gonna go do the same stuff to other people now, you know?
This isn't an extreme haunt. I think I understand what you're saying is to be able to do this stuff in an extreme haunt isn't an excuse. I just want to push the fact this is not an extreme haunt. This is not what they are at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we heard you say that. Yeah. You said I didn't think it was going to be like this.
Where's the package at?
I have to take you away now.
I hope so, Joni.
The fuck, dude.
How was it?
One last surprise. Like,
So, your ride's on the way. Look at me and tell me one more time your impressions.
Don't come here. It's terrible. Oh, it's very terrible. Don't. No one. Don't ever come here. That's the only thing I can say. It's the only thing that wants to come to my mind.
People think that you're all actors. Are you an actor?
No.
Is this fake?
No, it's not. It's not
That's what
fake.
people say. They say that it's all staged.
No.
It's
no.
okay, sweetie. Thank you so much for being here. I know this has been extremely hard for you.
45 to 50 hours a week. No, I don't do this.
But I hope it gives you some comfort knowing that you do have a voice.
No.
He wasn't happy with this first exit interview, so he's trying to be more.
Right, that was supposed to be your exit interview.
Don't go to McKamey Manor. Do not go. Also, don't smile when you're in the van, the pickup van, because the little brothers do not like that. Just don't go. It's not good.
I want to pause this. People asked if anybody ever fought back. Yeah, so that was Tony. We actually watched some of her footage.
Mm-hmm. But Tony,
2 episodes back.
Tony was also someone. So Tony went through when Mercedes was still working there. So we got some inside information about that. And Tony was kind of like Amy in the sense that it was like but hers was like literally 24 hours, I think, a last minute fill in. We need you. And like a friend of hers knew someone who worked at the haunt. And so she came in, had probably maybe never seen anything, or if she had, it was the old footage from 2011, 2012, 2010, who knows, right? Had no clue it was going to be anything like this.
Yeah.
Went through, and I believe she swung.
I want to answer Carrie C's question. That was Jesse. If you go in our McKamey Manor Road Trip Facebook page, look through the actors group where we took the screenshots in the last set that I dropped. You can see what happened to Jesse. They talk about it. He suffered from facial trauma and fractures around his orbital.
And they make fun of him, don't they?
They make fun of him, and they say he just had cuts inside his mouth.
And that the bruises were just from the food coloring makes it look like bruises. Yeah. Haha, we barely did anything.
All right, so tell us who you are.
I am Amy Milligan. And I'm 32, and I'm a mother and a store manager for Edible Arena.
All right, and when did you go through McKamey Manor?
December 6th. I remember that because it's 2 days after my son's birthday.
I love it. I love it. All right, well, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and just go ahead and tell me short answers, long answers. I don't care. All right, first question. Were you ever forced in any way to partake in the McKamey Manor experience?
No, it was my own.
Oh, you're breaking up. Let me try that again.
It was my own free will.
There we go. Now I got you. Okay. Were you warned numerous times about the intensity of McKamey Manor?
Yes.
All right, there you go. Did myself or other crew members try to talk you out of attending the tour, and were you told that you really, really don't want to do this?
Multiple times.
Okay, there you
Is
go.
that true?
Did
Can you
you
pause?
freely sign
If
the
Amy's still with
McKamey
us.
Manor liability waiver?
I'm wondering if that's true, Amy. If you were told by Russ and staff that you really don't want to do this. I've always wondered with that specific question because I know it's a thing he has everyone say. He loves saying you really don't want to do this, like in his videos and stuff. But I've always wondered, like, does he actually tell the people, like, don't come? Because he does? Because I see him, like, begging for people to come.
Oh, he does it, but then in the initial conversation when he talks to you, he goes, "Are you serious? You really want to do this? Like, you understand that you don't really want to do this." There was many of times that I myself was even told.
Okay, interesting. All right. But it's obviously it's a tactic. It's a planned thing.
100%.
Yeah.
At any time, did you truly believe that your life was in danger?
Never.
Okay.
Never. I think that's one of the things that got me in trouble because I was thinking all in my mind that it was just a game and it was going to be over with and I was still going to be breathing at the end.
That's right. And you're absolutely correct. All right, here's a good one that I'd love to, that I'm always hearing. Were you ever actually tortured inside McKamey Manor?
No, and that's where I get confused so much between me and my partner because me and my partner were together 95% of the time, and at one point I never felt that I was being tortured. Like I said, I treated it as a game.
That's right. So just to be clear,
I mean, that could track. Maybe it hasn't gotten to that point yet. Like we know
that's why
that
I asked
catchphrase
her specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, like we know the catchphrase, but maybe it wasn't really born yet into.
I think this is my perception, my outside perspective of what I think happened. I think they did her tour. I think when we see the first exit interview where she's still in the haunt and they're filming her, he realizes, like, we just traumatized this girl. She's not going to be happy. I think that he then is like, now I really need to make sure I'm getting film of people saying they never feared for their life. Like, I need to cover all of my bases now. So I am wondering then if no one ever talked to you and you just said in this extra interview, like, yes, everybody told me not to do this. Were you answering based on what you felt he wanted you to say? Or did he actually coach you before this happened and tell you what to say?
I want to have a follow-up question too to this. Who did you speak to then to get there and sign up?
If you could answer those two things.
People are not torturing you like people.
Tortured. No one's tortured.
Okay, because that's kind of stupid. All right, now we know you get roughed up and get bumps and bruises, but were you ever physically beat up, kicked, injured, just destroyed to the point of like actually getting beat up?
He says the things that did happen, and then it goes into into destroyed to the point of really being beat up, like using that word destroyed. You're not going to admit that you were destroyed in any way.
Right. But
and
you'll
so
say
you say no to it.
Right.
About needing a backup for the woman that they need a local to fill in. Oh, okay.
So you talked to somebody. The post probably was posted by Russ or one of the actors or Carol.
Well, the mods or a mod for that.
Or a
Facebook
mod. That's
group.
true. That's true. Okay. So I was the first local person to get in touch with Carol. I gave Carol my sister's cell because they didn't have a cell phone at the time. Okay. If you were negative, yeah, that's a good question too. That guy.
Did any time when he asked you to do a post interview, did you feel like if you were negative, he would try to come after you?
No.
Okay.
Never.
Did anything inappropriate ever happen to you?
No.
Were you ever sexually assaulted or sexually harassed in any way whatsoever?
No.
Did myself or the crew check on your well-being and safety throughout your experience?
Yes. Multiple times.
Yeah, we're always there. And it leads into, were you ever left unattended at any time during your tour?
No.
Nope, you always had a friend there by your side, didn't you?
We saw you locked in a cooler that nobody could see into, so you were unattended. Oh, so your sister was the one that talked for you. Wow.
So technically, you never, yeah.
You never were even
She never talked to anybody.
screened. You were never.
She wasn't screened. Oh my God.
Did.
Hey, Amber.
Did we ever truly, and not in an acting sense, did we ever truly hold you against your will? So if you really needed or wanted to go,
And not in an acting
that we wouldn't
sense.
let you go.
No, you guys didn't. When the only time that really got me was the device, and when you guys saw that I was really not there, you guys were like, okay, you're not there, you're not be able to move on, and I totally agreed. I was like, I can't do it no more, and you guys said, okay, she's ready to go.
Absolutely. So, and that's the next question is that.
But we just watched,
that
and
when
that's
you
not
really,
how that
when
happened.
you felt that you needed to go and it was over, time to go, did we let you go?
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. Where else we at? Where
And I've come back.
Yeah, we'll get you back because you didn't see anything.
Acting for us, I'm telling you, it was a great experience. I moved forward, and it was a great experience.
So you would do it again, is what you're saying?
Because I'm weird like that.
No, we like that. We like you guys that want to come back and try it again.
So,
here. All right.
Yeah, just give us
the
some
next question is,
a little bit of your mindset at the time, if you could, Amy. So, like, because if I was you and I was already being labeled a hater, and I was told I need to come do this interview, or do this phone interview or whatever, and there was a part of me feeling like, I'm already kind of getting that label and getting that hate, that would make me probably answer some of these questions differently. You know what I mean? Especially adding in at the end, like, I want to come back and do my next one.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I'm just curious, like, how much of this was your true feelings? How much of it was what you felt you had to say? And was any of this stuff that Russ told you to say? Your POV. Yeah, it really is. Thank you so much for being here and joining us during this.
It's great to be a hater.
Yeah.
We actually, and maybe we did or didn't with you, I forget, but we usually do. Did we encourage you to go on, try to tough it out, and not give up?
There was little pieces just to encourage, just because, you guys can tell that you can be tough. But then there's also, if you can't handle it, tell us now. So
right.
You guys are playing out there telling.
I was booed from new reservations for asking around to previous people, aka the actors, they felt like shit was going through mental stuff I was going through.
Right. So asking the actors, like, because you knew they had gone through, and you were like, hey, are you going through the same kind of stuff I'm going through right now? Or did you?
Yeah. Well, he is asking leading questions. Yeah. You didn't do or did you? Yeah. These are very planned and strategic
we can't
questions.
Handle it, just tell us you can't handle it.
Exactly. And that's what we want to know. If you can't do this thing, you gotta let me know for sure. All right, here's a good one here. I love this one here. Did you ever truly feel threatened for real during your tour?
No.
Do you now, or have you ever felt threatened in any way if you discuss the McKamey Manor experience with other people, family and friends? Do you think we're going to come out and get you, that kind of thing?
No.
Okay. I love that one when I hear that one. That's a good one.
Only from the people that are I'm only afraid of the ones that are against McKamey Manor. They're the ones that are more vicious than anybody out there.
Wait a second. I'm gonna wait for her to keep typing. So am I reading this correctly? So this interview that we're watching now was after Russ had already booted you from the group and then contacted you January 20th and said, hey, if you want your proof that that you and Jess got beat up, like as in like do you want your footage, etc., then I need you to do this interview for me and say good things about it. Is that what you're saying, or am I interpreting that wrong?
I did not interpret it that way.
How did you interpret it?
Two completely different things. This interview as just an exit interview where she was already dubbed a hater, and that was just why she was dubbed a hater.
But what does that mean? They contacted me on January 20th saying, if you want your proof that you and Jess got beat up at the manor. Then what? Yeah, under duress. That's how I'm reading it.
We got 6 minutes left. Let's finish this video real quick. Amy, there we go. Russ said to get the video proof, and I can have my proof, I have to give positive reviews.
So I was right. That's exactly how I interpreted that. Wow. All right.
All right, let's finish this video.
Yeah, you're right. All the haters, right? Yeah, they're scary. Yeah, they're bizarre, but they're harmless. They're just a bunch of little wackos and stuff.
It's because it's the computer separating us. That's the thing. So they think they can get into your head, but
no, they're just useless little idiots and stuff. Don't let them bug you. Don't let them bug you. All right, where are we at here?
You can see it in her eyes.
Are you
like
aware
I said earlier.
that McKamey Manor is a staged, made-up, acted show produced for your entertainment?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not.
I do.
It's not real, is what I'm saying, right?
It's definitely not real. And I think if you want to go back to even video, I think John asked me, and I said I always wanted to participate in my horror flick, and I knew I was never going to be an actress, so this is my opportunity.
This is your chance. I love it. I love it. Do you understand that all the characters you came in contact with are just at McKamey Manor are actors who are performing in a show, again, just to entertain you?
I do understand that, and that's why I love them so much.
All right. You'd be surprised. Some people think they're actually bizarre, strange people, and they're not. They're just...
Maybe on the outside, they're normally crazy people, like funny crazy, not like, I'm going to kill you crazy, but...
Absolutely. No, they're a really good bunch of... I have a really solid, good crew now. I mean, they're some good folks.
They're awesome. And I think you could have probably asked a good amount of them. The ones I did find out that were actors, I personally sent them a message saying I appreciate them being a part of my tour because I felt so comfortable in there that it's not psycho crazy comfortable enough where I could handle it. But
No, they don't ask for, none of them ask for exit interviews. They do like a decomp with you just to make sure you're okay before you go home, but they do not record you having to give exit interviews.
I do too. The Hamburglar comment, and I don't know why.
What?
But it's every time you pause.
Oh, I know. I don't know why, because I think it's the next video.
I knew that they were
okay. Like playing next.
Absolutely. That is so true. All right, a couple more questions here. Was your tour a positive and exciting experience and something that you're glad that you did?
Yeah, I'm glad I did it. I am.
Don't they say you look to your left?
Because you're saying you want to do it again.
Like that's a tell of lying?
But you know what? If I was to go back for that tour and restart where I left off, no. If you were to put me back in that device, no.
Oh, there's other things now. We have that's old old news now.
Yeah, I know you guys are revamping.
Oh yeah. No, you'd be begging for the old stuff. You'd be like, put me back there again. Put me back in that thing. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some stuff planned this year. Oh my goodness, you can't even imagine. And then we'll get you there.
I know.
And then the last question is,
I don't know that you are though.
I have
see your
every
guys'
time.
updates anymore.
Oh, you can't?
So now
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe I'll have to get you back on there again then, I guess, huh?
yeah, I was kind of disappointed about it. I'm like, okay, I think that's why I was like, okay, if anybody's gonna be ratting anybody out just about Russ about anything, I hope they're showing that Russ that I'm defending you guys, saying I was never ill will towards anybody. I still think that I want to go up there every weekend and help you guys.
Right on, right on. All right, we can take care of that. I got so many people on and off the list, I can't keep track of it. All right.
I know. So I'm like, Russ and Carol are such a busy people. And with all the drama going on, my time will come.
What I see here is a lot of like the laughing, the smiling, the talking, and then her face will just go.
The last question kind of is,
and
would
you
you
just
ever
see someone
consider
who's just been
acting,
completely broken.
being an actor at the haunt?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes,
Cool deal. All right. Well, do you have any final parting words you want to say after folks have watched your video?
you know, you have to have the right mentality to go into there and understand the difference between play and reality. Everybody has your best interest when going in there, and they know the difference between wrong and right, and they only want to see you succeed. And I think that's what everybody told me when I was leaving, that they were so proud of me and they gave me high fives, and everybody's out there looking for your best interest.
Absolutely.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, because we want you guys to succeed, because otherwise it's a drag that kept bring people
did everyone
back
talk
in
to you out of character
backups
afterwards?
and this and that. So we want you guys to make it and see everything, and so we'll have to get you back in there. But I think you're gonna enjoy your movie. It's gonna be a different kind of movie because yours was a different kind of experience, and so but yeah, you'll see yourself. You were like begging to get out of there. You know that, right?
I know it's hard to answer. I kind of still have it fresh.
You were begging to get out of there. You know that, right?
Good job up until that one little piece where I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I really can't do it.
And now, trust me, that really is nothing now. Because now we had to ramp it up. So now we have some new little things that are you'll enjoy even more than that little device you're talking about. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's going to be a good one. I can't wait to see.
All right.
I can't wait to go.
Cool deal. Well, I hope you enjoy your movie when it's all said and done. I'll work on it here, fairly soon, and yours will be shown. You'll be famous. You'll be worldwide.
Thank you, Raj.
All right, you take care. All right, you too.
Before we hang up,
sure.
I would like to send you a gift because I work at Edible Arrangement.
Oh, right on.
I can send you guys one. Is the address that I know of, is that a great available address to send to you guys?
Which address?
I think it was off of Amazon.
Yep, that's the one.
All right, so you'll be getting a gift from me.
Sweet, love it. Looking forward to it.
Hopefully you guys like chocolate.
I do, of course I do. Do I look like I don't? Are you kidding me?
Thanks, Raj.
Right on. All right, you take care.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was really a difficult one. No, I only talked to Steve F., who drove me to my sister down the street. Yeah, I mean, we will definitely need a follow-up talk for sure, Amy, because I just have so many questions now. Like, are you or were you in touch with the person you went through? I don't necessarily want to talk too much about him here because he is not a survivor that we've communicated with. I'm just wondering, like, were you guys in touch, trying to get footage, trying to get proof, how you got in Holt, because we know that you were in that news article as well. You were interviewed, so definitely follow-up questions. I think what we'll do is maybe like a question and answer through Messenger at some point, because that's probably the easiest way for us to get in touch with each other, and then I can make a post and it can just be like an interview of questions and answers with Boston and Amy. So we'll try to get that done within the next probably 2 weeks.
So
Because we're going to be gone for a week.
Yeah. So with that being said, thank you, Amy, so much for being in chat. You really, I hope that you're all right after watching that. We appreciate your feedback throughout and your insight to what really happened. Yeah, remember, like, share, subscribe. More popular a channel gets, the more it gets in the algorithm, the more awareness people will see.
Because they need to see, so many people have seen that video, Amy's video. They've gone to Russ's channel, they've clicked on the video, and they've watched it. And they've heard Russ's words at the end of that, and they haven't heard the person going through's perspective. And 9 times out of 10, I think that people who aren't in the know about the ins and outs of McKamey Manor and the history, etc., maybe would watch a movie like that and be like, whoa, that was crazy. Oh, and she loved it. And she really, really liked it. And like, they did nothing wrong, she said. So that must have just been cool smoke and mirror stuff we saw. We just spent an hour watching, And they never hear from the person that went through. They never get, and some people do. I mean, we've got Christina Bosters, for instance, who her first 2 tours, she really liked them. She really enjoyed them. So you do have a different types of people have different experiences, but yours was clearly one that you were not prepared for, that you were essentially tricked into doing, and then massively gaslit, manipulated, and kind of threatened to respond the way you did afterwards. Justice appeared and wouldn't speak to anyone. Oh, that's so sad. Because then, you get labeled a hater and you end up getting harassed or bullied or kicked out of a community that you've been talking to online for a while. And
yeah,
it just sucks.
So with that, thank you so much, Amy, for being here. Thank you, chat, for being so kind and showing so much love and support towards Amy. Amy, know that you were not alone. You were not the only one to have been tricked by Russ. And don't let it get to you about being tricked. He's very good at what he does, and he gets a lot of people. Thank you, everyone in chat, for sticking with us through this and watching this and just showing so much support. We appreciate all of you. We will be gone for a week for some of you, the majority of you. But we will be back on the 13th, the 12th. We'll be back on the 12th.
I think the 12th is when we're hoping we'll have another episode.
Yeah, so we'll be back on the 12th. And when we come back, we're coming back bigger and badder and swinging. And
because we are pissed. If anyone noticed this one, this was in particular a really, really, really difficult one for us to watch. So, and I can't imagine how difficult it was for Amy. So, like, thank you. You did not have to do that. Your voice is important. If you guys see Amy in the McKamey Manor Roadtrip group, say hi to her, lift her up, support her. We're a community that needs to continue to give a voice to these people and take the voice away from where that guy in that stupid blue polo shirt. Am I pointing the wrong way?
I'm also wearing a blue shirt, so this is like your whole. Just please stop with the fingers and pointing out colors. So, all right, everybody, have a good night. We will see you in a week, and be safe and have fun. Enjoy the Super Bowl. That's coming up. That's something to look forward to. Oh, football. Yay, football.
Taylor Swift.
I had to boot her for that one. Good night.